All right. Okay. Are we ready? Wait. Let me just. I'll just hold it like this, I guess. Good evening. This is good. I think this is great. Camera's over there. Mic is over here, right up at my face. So no, there won't be any what do you call underwater mic issues. So it's just me alone in partial darkness, I guess. With the ring light on my face. I must be looking very shiny, as you're saying, just glistening at this point. But yeah, welcome to the 3 a.m. Podcast. I won't say it's a podcast, but it's more of a very small improv TED talk, I guess. Usually I would have like a backdrop and I would sit on a chair, and it's I know it's much more would I say professional, I guess, because at least it does feel like a setup. But no, it makes me feel a little uncomfortable, I guess, because if I do want to do one of these like midnight talks, usually I would do it in like the most comfortable way possible. So yeah, I'm doing this because it's 3 a.m. Not really, it's actually 12. Yeah, it's 12 11 minutes, but you could say it's like a midnight talk, I guess, because most of the time it would be me talking in the middle of the night alone, with no one else. But if you turn it into like a video, record it, it could be a video journal, it could be some sort of YouTube documentary video or something. It's just that, like here I am watching like video essays after video essays. I could have made a video essay, but I can choose my own topic, and I can make it however I want it to be. But it does take a lot of researching as well, because even though I would just spit things out of my mouth as if I know those kinds of topics, but no, I rarely do. Sometimes I would have to like reconfirm with myself just by looking at like articles and web pages, just to be sure that I'm right, because if I'm wrong, of course it's gonna be wrong, and I can get targeted for that. So usually I would have to like really get into the details, deep down into the details of those topics before I can make a video essay. But no, I'll just make a journal about my mental health, and I guess. But this is just me just yapping about. I guess that's what the kids now use, I guess, for now. But I think yapping has been a word that has been that has existed for quite a while, even before the existence of like these newer generations using those kinds of words, I guess. What other words or slang do like these young generations use? I can say young because even though I am somewhat looking young, I have like lasagna on my face, I guess. Pimple here and there, pimple one over here, I guess, a few over there, but I'm not that young. I'm a millennial. So as millennials do, they tend to look back to the good old days and become all nostalgic and stuff. And here I am listening to 20s music and songs that my dad used to play on his like stereo back then. And I used to dance like a little baby. I used to just dance like no one's watching. No, I didn't care. Like every fiber of my being, I just like didn't care. I just like I was vibing to Rob Thomas and Robin. Sorry, is it Robin? Robin. It's not Robin Williams. Not the comedian. I forgot his name. Shoes. It's not Robin Williams. No, it's Robbie Williams. There you go. There you go, Robbie Williams. So I would listen to, I think it was Feels by Robbie Williams, and it's just like I just get all melodramatic, just like I just wanna feel real love, like just like just vibing about. And I just miss those days, I guess. But those were like me in the 2000s, and I still reminisce the old days of my school days, basically, and how easy life was, and the only thing I had to worry about were my grades, and that's it, I guess. It was fun when it lasted, and now I'm an adult. And yeah, and I've seen like a lot of these videos where like the generation nowadays, they don't want to work, or like they tend to get burnout very easily, and they quit their job very early, and it doesn't seem like they're going to get like a stable career, or somehow. I mean, like, you can get a stable career. It's pretty easy. Sell your soul to the company, and just get yourself on autopilot for like 5 years or so, and then once you get used to the workplace, the work politics in the workspace as well, and you get to know your colleagues and stuff, and know how the basis of the work itself, you can survive and have a career. That, of course, if you put yourself on autopilot and you set yourself on a goal, so that when you're on autopilot, you set yourself to achieve a goal that will make you get high up in the career ladder, I guess, what these recruiters say nowadays. So it's pretty like easy if you depends on the work as well. It's pretty easy to actually push yourself to get a career, if if you're willing to sell your soul to the company, metaphorically, not like literally, because if you do that literally, something's wrong. Something's wrong eventually, yeah. But we're not going to turn this into an indie horror game where you would sell your soul and eventually getting possessed by a demon, and eventually making one of the best indie horror games the internet have ever seen. But no, it's way too early for that, and I don't think you need to do that. You can put your creative mind into it and turn it into a game rather than making it in real life. But yeah, moving aside, but let me get myself comfortable. I just feel like once you're comfortable with what you do nowadays, because every single person that I meet especially people who are like my age, even younger than me, especially my little sister. I feel like every single person wants to become an influencer at one point, because they look as if being an influencer is pretty easy. Actually, it looks pretty easy. You just talk in front of a camera, and you do your thing. You promote some stuff. You promote these stuff for people, for viewers to buy, and you get paid either way because you're promoting for a company or for a cause or something, and then you get paid by a third party or by donations from viewers, which is it's a great deal actually, becoming an influencer. But there are some like rocky areas for you to become an influencer, and it's not a good thing. It's easy, but you have to be careful where you tread, because becoming an influencer is exposing yourself to the world. Basically, it's something that not a lot of people would want, because some of these people, they want to keep their personal life private, but they still want to have that influencer life, which is it's like trying to be Spider-Man, basically. Like you want to live two lives at the same time, and you can only know, or you and your close ones only know the full story, while the audience and some few people who are close to you can only know half of the story, which is it's hard to keep track. With the audience, you know how to keep track because you're talking to the other end of the camera, a few lenses, piece of glass, and it just goes up to the internet, whatever. But with people outside, in real life, sometimes it's hard, and once you get recognized, then people would try to like tap into your like personal life, and they would want to see like who you are truly, as like a normal human being. Like, are you actually like this off camera? So sometimes you have to like be careful, like who you talk to, where you go, what you do, because even like right now, everyone has that point in their life where like their parents or like their guardian or some priest or ustad or something would say to you, saying that God is watching your every step. God is watching your every step, because this applies to like every person who is religious, basically, or who is tied to a religion. So God is watching, and God, he is watching at me right now, and he's like, this is a good step for you, Max. I've seen you talking to yourself in the dark, and you pretend to have an audience of your own, and you believe that you're like talking to like some ghost or something inside your room, which is kind of like, it's very dark, very sad, I know. I talked about this with my a few friends of mine, and it's sad. My God, imagine, like, you would think I am like some weirdo sociopath, or like someone who's mentally ill, basically, talking to himself, and him believing that he is actually talking to some disembodied spirit in his own room, which in a way really does make for a good story. Or maybe like a good horror film or game to begin with. Like, imagine you're talking to yourself, and then somehow ended up actually talking to a disembodied like spirit or something, like for me I just feel like, whatever it is, I mean them no harm, because in the end, I'm just looking for someone to talk to, because I have a lot of like instances where I would listen to someone talking and I would comfort them by just listening to them and giving my own advice on their situation. And I even talked to like a stranger on the bus, and I've become friends with him at some point. And now it's just like, you know what? At this point, no one's going to listen to my problem. I have to listen to my problem, and I have to. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. And I have to like become my own like therapist, or like my own like listener or something, because at some point, if no one's going to lend you a hand, might as well, give yourself, a hand in some sort of way, I guess, because even though it looks pathetic and sad at the same time, but this is all there is, like this is the only thing that I have other than my dreams of being like some sort of like taxi driver or something, driving places to places is another dream of mine, actually. But your life is going horribly wrong when you start to like change your dreams every like few years, and those dreams are becoming more and more like pathetic once you grow older and older. Because back then when I was a little kid, I remember dreaming of being like some F1 driver or some racing driver, and then that steered off because my mom said that I would need like this like kind of like education, this amount of grades and stuff to actually becoming a professional racing driver and stuff like that. You need to get good straight A's, get A for physics and math, because it does make sense. Because when you are driving 30 kilometers an hour and you're going to a corner and you're trying to figure out the fastest way to get in and out faster than you went in, that can be a problem if you actually flunked in physics, where if you know where which lines to choose, I guess either way you will get there, apparently, I guess. Because sometimes everything is just theoretical until you actually physically do the thing you are theorizing about, because you wouldn't know until you actually do it. Everything is a Schrodinger's cat box until you actually find out what happened inside the box, because everything is just theorized. People calculate things, because now it's actually much better when you calculate things and you become prepared for the future, but don't be over prepared to a point where you won't even start to actually start doing the project or doing or reaching the end goal or whatever, I guess, of the experiment, I guess. I'm just rambling at this point, but okay. But going back to like me, like what happened, I guess it's like it's a let's say a self-esteem issue, basically. Like I was brought down to a point where like I can't ever show my potential, I guess, because when you're being taught by the book, and you were taught to follow by the book and never go above it all, above everything from that book. You can't, because you risk of losing your way, and misinterpret what you've learned and what was taught to you. And that is why you have to like follow by the book distinctively and accurately as possible, so that you will succeed in the end. But no, bunch of fucking liars. That's what they are. They tell us to follow by the book, and to actually follow this formula, or you won't get the answers. If it's like mathematical like stuff, yes, that's a thing. But if it's like like history, anything other than like math or science, you can, and there is possibly a way to be more. If we were all like poets and bards, and we never like discover other ways to become like poets and bards, there won't be like music as we know now. There won't be like rap music, which is like the modern like thing there is to like poets who sing as bards or something. What are we talking about? I don't know. Don't blame me. It's the middle of the night. My head is going everywhere. Basically it's just fucking like a monkey typing every single thing that it wants, just to try his best to build a coherent sentence and make sense out of all of it, I guess. Put like 1,000 monkeys in a room with like typewriters or fucking keyboards or freaking phones. Hey, we got phones now. They can just like type on the phones, and eventually they could type out the whole story out of any kind of like book, I guess. What did that saying go? Like, yeah, put 1,000 monkey in a room full of typewriters. Eventually they'll type out the full script of a what's Shakespeare's play or something like that. But yeah, so right now I'm still looking. So there's like a lot of like soul searching still, but for now I don't think it's like soul searching, but more like trying to steer my life back on track, because oh my god, I have been going downhill, rolling over, fucking rock after rock, tumbling down, and trying to stand back up, get back on my feet to actually get on the right path, or at least get on the most stable path as possible, because there's no right path. There's no right path. There's only like a path that you follow, that you feel like it's the most stable path there is to reach a destination that you want to reach, because you're just walking through thin ice at this point. You don't know if like where you're stepping on is the safe place for you to actually set your foot on. So right now I'm just like I'm still like standing on the ice. I'm not moving anymore. I'm just trying to like observe where I'm going. It's just like, do I really want to reach here? Because my future is like it's foggy at this point, because What once was clear now is, foggy, musty, and dusty because someone, fell far from his or her own path to a point that he can't even see the horizon. And he just fell down a hole, and he's just trying his best to climb out of that hole, to actually look out, see the horizon, and move again, because right now I'm stuck in a hole. Man, a lot of analogy here, but it's weird. Some of these analogies can be used, but I think that's the most sensible thing that I can talk about right now. That I'm just sitting in a hole right now, trying my best to climb out, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to climb out of the hole and move on with my life. But yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Life is weird because shit, you don't know what will happen in the end. Because before this I always say like life's a bitch. It just doesn't want to work with me. It doesn't want to work. It doesn't want to be with me. It want to be with someone else. But no, life isn't a bitch. You're the bitch. You've been bitching around for how many years, I guess, and eventually you're just being delusional and trying to like find excuses for yourself, and it's time for you to move on because you've ran out of excuses. You're just being delusional. You need to stop. Okay, get some bleach, clear your eyes, and try to like make some sense of what your life means and move on with your life. Because life isn't something that you dream about and thinking with a little effort and a little hard work and a little luck, a lot of luck, maybe maybe a lot of luck, eventually you can reach your dreams. But no, you need to give a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, and maybe a little luck. A little luck, but the most important thing is to be with the people around you, because if you're doing this on your own, fat chance, like seriously, it's very, very rarely that you can actually achieve your dream alone, because dreams are achieved with a team, a family, a society, because without them your dream is meaningless. Imagine that. You dream of becoming a taxi driver, but no one wants you to be a taxi driver, or at least no one expects you to be a taxi driver. And some people were surprised that this was like your dream in the first place. But once you've opened yourself and you give your reasoning, then maybe people would support you. People would support you, and they would help you along the way to achieve your goal, no matter how big or small. They made it possible, for you. But if you can do it on your own, it's a lonely road, isn't it? So yeah, I don't know if I can say this for myself, because once you've achieved a goal on your own, I guess you enjoyed it, I guess, and you've worked hard on it, but in the end, who are you going to share your dreams with? Seriously, like this comes from a gamer who has grinded maybe like 500 hours into GTA Online as a solo, and have never played with anyone or even friends during that time, because I was grinding by myself. And in the end, you're just left alone with your riches, your prized possessions, and who else is there to see your accomplishment? No one. People would be like surprised, or or maybe not so surprised, I guess, once they like see like, oh, you grinded this much, nice, and then move on to a different topic, because we never see like the whole hard work behind it, because it took a lot of time. Oh man, the amount of time I spent doing all those missions, getting all that money just to collect cars, and I collected, and now I'm just enjoying the game. So I'm at the end game, so yeah, so to speak, I guess. Same with the Genshin, I guess, because it's not the end game yet, because there's still like story updates after updates, so it's never the end. But still, it's like I've only reached this far, and I've only like played with a couple of people a few times, and I rarely have like the time to play with my friends together. That's why I miss like playing face to face or something like that, like playing like console games like beside one another, and we see each other's progress. Just like, shit, damn, you got to like level 80 already. It's like, dude, when we first played this game, we can only like get to like level 20, and now you're at level 80. What the fuck, man? I miss playing Black Ops Zombies with my friends. So it's a good times. Anyhow, in the end, don't be selfish. Don't think about yourself too much. Think about others, and along the way, do something good. Don't just focus on yourself. Sometimes it's good to focus on yourself, but if you hyper focus on yourself, you're basically like neglecting the people around you, and that's a bad thing. And even though sometimes people do bad things to you, it's never wrong to do something good for them, because even though sometimes karma is a bitch and eventually they'll get what they deserve, but it never hurt to actually help a person in need, depending on the situation. Depending on the situation as well. Man, I'm not going to make people being like fools and what's the word I'm looking for? Naive, I guess, naive, and not becoming aware of their like self or something. I don't know, but yeah, be yourself, help people around you, and be there for them as well. Don't be like me and neglect a lot on the people around me, because even though like I have my family, I rarely talk with my friends, because I'm, even though like I'm, it's good to focus on your family, but yeah, you need to balance your life, man. You gotta balance your life. That's what it is. Alright, I guess that's it for now. I've been yapping and rambling about half an hour, maybe more. I gotta edit this out too. Anyhow, I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching, or thank you for listening, because this, it's a good thing though, because you can just like listen to this video rather than watching this, because it's like pathetic. Watching this, you can just like close your eyes, listen, and then wallow your way to sleep. That's why I call it the 3 a.m. kind of like midnight talk podcast, whatever. And yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to support me. And come on, let's go for like 100 subscribers. At least I get something out of this, I guess, because if I don't get anything out of this, well, I got a fucking video out of this. That's one thing, that's a plus. Be optimistic, people, be optimistic, even though you look so hopeless and sad at the same time. Shit. Oh well, that's it. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye. Oh damn. It would be funny if I didn't record. Just imagine if I didn't hit record on the camera. Fuck.